welcome to the final video of the restoration of my Peljob LS 2000. I bought this mini excavator 3 years ago from the bushes. It wasn't running back then, so I had to make it running, painted everything, make all the stuff work and do a lot with it. Meanwhile, we used it on the farm for over 1,000 hours in these years, so it has proven its worth for the farm. Now it's time to restore the boom, as the boom hasn't gotten any attention yet, and basically it needs new bushings, it needs new seals in the cylinders, and I want to give it a new paint job so it's gonna look nice. So let's take the boom apart and completely renovate it in this episode. If you're curious for any of the other work I have done, you can see all the thumbnails here from the previous videos. You can check them out in the playlist and start this series completely from the beginning, as there is a lot of videos in this playlist of how to restore this excavator. Hope you enjoy the video.
Moving forward all day long to the rhythm of the song. Heavy metal won't go wrong. Every excavator needs a boom to crush the earth beneath the moon. Swinging hard from night to noon. Every excavator needs a boom.
So the excavator is really due for a big maintenance on its boom. So this is the main boom part, which is actually the part that attaches to the excavator. And most play comes from these holes, and especially the ones on the excavator. As the excavator has bushings in it, this one is just a tight fit to the pin, and the pin doesn't rotate, so it shouldn't wear out. But I'm gonna have to test all that kind of things and decide how I'm gonna fix this to have a perfect fix again. I forgot to turn on the microphone, but what I want to say here is I do have to restore these cylinders, as they are all leaking a little bit internally, which is causing the excavator to sink down over time, and also external leak, so leaving small drips of oil everywhere if I park it. And now I'm on it, I want to get rid of it, so I'm gonna open everything up and put new seals in the complete cylinders. That way this will all be like brand new.
joh papa, maakt niet uit, want de kerstman komt binnenkort. Dus die heeft het idee vaak eigenlijk nooit deze week. Want je vraagt het wel even de baas of daarna weer de kerstman en dat komt wel goed.
Ja, en mijn kinderen zijn vervolgens in die maanden na ook jarig.
Oh, ja, dat is goed.
Ik dacht, ik ga mijn oudste uitleggen en de waarde van geld. Dus ik dacht, dan ga ik maar wat van kopen. En dan krijg je centjes. En uit dat geld kun je dan nog...
Digging through the night again, scratching at the walls, my friend. Pulling out the pain inside, we're gripping tight as shadows hide. Pulling roots from buried past, graveyard of a love that gasped. Fingers bleed from all this work, heart beats fast and voices lurk. Pulling roots from buried past, graveyard of a love that gasped. Fingers bleed from all this work, heart beats fast and voices lurk. Thinking deep just to survive, scratching hard to stay alive. In this pit where darkness grows, pulling free from what we know. Digging tunnels through my mind, hoping there's a light to find. Pulling demons from the dirt, gripping stories hidden hurt. Scratching memories away, trying to find a better day. Digging further into dust, in this work there's something just. Thinking deep just to survive, stretching hard to stay alive. In this pit where darkness grows, pulling free from what we know. Just to survive, stretching hard to stay alive. In this pit where darkness grows, pulling free from what we know. What we know. What we know.
So I took all the cylinders apart and I got them on the ground here, so that worked out really nice. This was the first time I ever did something like this, so it was quite getting used to, but I think it worked out nice. Now we have to figure out what parts we need to restore these cylinders. As I have already seen, these are not the standard cylinders, these are quite hard to find the right parts for. They have different sizes of shafts and tubes than standard, or at least the more special ones. And also the construction of the cylinder is quite something. It's not as simple as a modern day cylinder. So let's figure out what the parts are, and then I'm gonna order them. Hopefully I get them soon, and then I can put everything together, and then we can continue the process of restoring this whole boom of the excavator. Alright, so I got all the cylinders on the ground here, and I got the new seals in, so we should be able to restore all of these cylinders with the amount of seals which I got. It took me a lot of time to measure them, find the correct ones on the internet and get them all here. But we should be alright now, and let's see if we can get this one going again. So let's start with the first cylinder by replacing the seals.
Stand every piece by human hand, rebuild life from shattered tears, roll awake these sleeping gears. New seals in place, no leaks, no crime, machines reborn in mud and grime. Catch the beat of clanking chains, feel the pulse and fade the rays. Welded treats in iron skin, scream of thunder breaking in, raising dust with tender might. Break the dark and break the light. New seals in place, no leaks, no crime. Machines reborn in mud and grime. Catch the beat of clanking chains. Feel the pulse and fate to raise.
Alright, so we got the rod side of the cylinder finished. We always need to do this one first, because this is the part that goes on first. I put in both the inside seals and 2 O-rings on the outside to seal it. And then now this one should be running leak free. Now this rod is not in perfect shape, meaning it has some minor damage spots, but I'm not gonna invest in a new rod. So this will have to run with that minor damages, and I hope these minor damages will be looped enough to not damage the seals again, or at least not in the upcoming 10 years. If I need to make new rods, then it's gonna be a complicated process. So this is what it's gonna be for this cylinder, and I just try to make the damage spots as clean as possible. So meaning if the cylinder is on exactly that spot, it will leak, but if it's over or behind it, it will not leak. And that's perfectly fine for me, because it's only a few spots, and I doubt that it will be exactly the parking spots, because mostly these damages come from a rough usement of the excavator in the field. So should be good. Now we have to make the piston side ready. So on this side we also need to make some seals, and we're gonna assemble these right now. Right, so these things, in Dutch we call them the manchet. So we're gonna have to replace this one, and getting this one off and getting a new one on, I think that's gonna be the hardest part. I never did that one, but it's a very tough ring and I just need to replace it. So let's see how we are gonna do it. So I'm gonna try it with a screwdriver, and hopefully I can get the new one on without damaging it, as that's the most difficult part for me, because I have no experience with how these things should be treated like. That's the seal ring, so it came off. Now this is the old one. Alright, so before trying to assemble this, I'm gonna loop this in the oil. This always makes this job so dirty, but you have to do it with oil, otherwise you have the risk of just damaging it. Now you have a minor chance of damaging it, because the oil film is protecting everything. Alright, that's it. It's just like a tough tire, but I pushed it over with my hand, so I know that I didn't use any sharp steel bits or anything, so that should be safe. Now we got these rings, which need to come besides it. Alright, that's perfect now. Now we have to assemble that again. So luckily enough I took some pictures before I took everything apart, and that shows me this part needs to go on like this. So now let's put it on like that and make sure this is all oiled up. I got another O-ring in here, which is making sure the inside of this piston is gonna be sealed, because you don't want oil to leak from here to here over the inside and either over the outside. That makes it a really sealed cylinder. So just wiggle it on slowly. Now the O-ring has to go. So I got enough loop. I can push it on. Now it's on. And that should be a total seal. I got the big nut here, which needs to go on. So we put that on. Use the big wrench. Bigger one. And then we should be able to tighten this one up. And I think I need to use a little bit of Loctite on this one, because this doesn't have a sealing nut. And I don't want this cylinder to run apart while it's being in the machine. So that cause major damage and also a dangerous situation if you got something lifted up and your piston comes loose. I never wanna see that happen. So I will need to add some Loctite.
Blijkbaar zwaarder wegen dan ethische kwesties, aldus Siewert van Linden. Zondag 15 december. Het Longfonds adviseert om tijdens de kerstdagen geen echte kaarsen meer te branden in verband met de uitstoot van fijnstof.
Right, so everything is looped. Now we can put the rod. Now we can put the tube on. Carefully moving it on.
Levensgevaarlijk kunnen brandwonden veroorzaken in de schaapstreek, aldus Johan Hendriksen. Maandag 16 december, complicaties voor een nieuw erotisch centrum in Amsterdam vanwege een pijplijn die er dwars onderdoor loopt. Serie Goede Tijden, Slechte Tijden heeft het contract met Ludo en Janine opnieuw verlengd. Een manipulatieve en meedogenloze schurk die zich mooi voordoet, maar zich ondertussen bezighoudt met loesje deeltjes. Maar genoeg over Siewert van Linden. Ludo is heus niet de enige man in Nederland die weer verlengd. Kom eens op zeg, op een gegeven moment is het toch wel mooi geweest. Anders producent van de musical Soldaat van Oranje. Steel wacht een flinke boete omdat ze 20 keer de toegestane hoeveelheid giftige stoffen uitstoten. IJmuiden is daarmee de enige plaats in Nederland waar de voetveegpiet zich niet hoeft te sminken. Beetje teleurstellen dat die vrouw steeds opnieuw is. Ik wel een plaatje strapt.
So I was missing some seals, so I ordered these separately, but it seems that I still get the wrong ones, and it also means that the ones that I really need are not available. So I need to find a solution for this one, as this is the only one which is having an issue, because this is a 52, there's also 50mm ones. I both got them, but both of them don't fit, as this seems to be 51 or something. And it just doesn't fit. So we're gonna widen this up to 52 to make it fit to newer seals. So we're gonna put this one in the lathe and run it down to 52. That way I can get them to fit to newer seals. And that's the only one I'm struggling with. So I have no issues doing that one. And I know it's gonna work for the future if it ever needs replacement again. So yesterday I sandblasted all the parts, so they are really nice sandblasted now. What we need to do next is to push new bushings in all of the parts, because I want to have that done before we put paint on, otherwise I will damage the paint when I push in the new bushings. So let's do that right now. And I got an absolute huge amount of bushings, as you can see. So with all these I should be able to get the World Excavator new bushings. So let's see that we get these installed.
Fielded earth, the beast to tread, echoes of their silent dread, crews of sweat and minds awake, breathing life where lands did break. No crime, machines reborn in mud and grime. Catch the beat of clanking chains, feel the pulse and faint terrains. Whoa, raw steel remains, low clanking chains, feel the pulse and veins. Hey, well Welded dreams and iron skin, scream of thunder breaking in, raising dust with tender might. Break the dark and break the light. New seals in place, no leaks, no climb. Machines reborn in modern crime. Catch the beat of clanking chains, feel the pulse and vein terrain. New seals in place, no leaks, no climb. Machines reborn in modern crime. Catch the beat of clanking chains, feel the pulse and vein terrains. Welded dreams in iron skin, scream of thunder breaking in, raising dust with tender might. Break the dark, embrace the light. Welded dreams in iron skin, scream of thunder breaking in, raising dust with tender might. Break the dark, embrace the light. Feel the earth, the beast to tread, echoes of their silent dread. Crews are sweating, minds awake. Break the dark, embrace the light. Feel the earth, the beast to tread.
Well, we got a sunshine, and with painting, that's all we need. So, nice sunshine, a few degrees above zero. It's just about enough for the paint. And it's a bit windy, but at least it's not raining. So, today is paint day. So, I have painted all the parts, so they look really nice now. So it's about time that we start installing them again. I also painted the hydraulic lines because one of them was rusted and a few weren't looking that pretty. So I put some zinc spray over and I cleaned them all up a little bit. I don't spend too much attention to it because it's just a hydraulic line, but it's nice if they all look a little bit better than they did. Assembly time. So we're gonna put that piece on the excavator first, because that one needs to come straight on here, and that's where we're gonna mount the rest of the boom on. So let's get the forklift and start installing this one. We are this far. I got the boom on. What we now need is to have a boom up. And I actually connected all the hydraulics. So hopefully it's gonna be able to move up. Hopefully I haven't connected the hoses wrong or anything like that. But there's only one way to figure that out. And that's just to try it. That works the wrong way around, but first let's connect all the other parts, because there might be more hoses which are connected wrong, so we can all fix them at once then. Let's lift it up again. Alright, now let's test the excavator out. Boom is now completely back together. I just haven't attached a bucket to it, but that is not important to me at this moment. One thing I still need to do is to put all the pins into the pans so they can never slide out, but I don't have them at this moment, so I need to get new ones. And as I don't have them, I just cannot put them in, so I'm gonna put it inside as it is right now. I think it worked out quite nice. It's looking not that bad. It could have been a lot better, but it's an excavator, it's winter time, and I had to do it in the time which I got. And unfortunately I got some rain over the paintwork, which caused these little dips, and that's just really a shame, but that is what it is. At least it has new paint. Another thing which is just yeah, it's a shame, it has a little bit of wrong color. As you can see, the excavator more dark orange, while the boom is a little bit more light orange, and that's because the paint changed over the years. As I didn't bring a special part over to copy the part, so it was my own risk on that one. But yeah, that is what it is, and there's nothing I can do about it. I think it's looking way more than good enough for an excavator this old. And it's gonna get a beating anyway in the future again, so no matter how good I do it, it will always be beaten up again. I think it's really nice this way. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.